Sorry, I was muted. I'm so sorry, Ledgers. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, let's start again. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NJ Show. I hope you're all doing well. We've got CPI in 27 minutes now, not 27, 28 minutes. Hopefully the audio should be working now. Well, there's half our audience just gone. That's fantastic. Right. All right, let's just kick it off. What the worst start to the stream. Sorry about that, everyone. Really sorry about that. Okay, look, let's kick it off. We've got a lot going on this week. A lot going on. There's not going to be any time to do the shout out. I'll do the shout out on the next stream. I'm going to share my screen quickly. We've got CPI in the next 27 minutes. So what I'll do is I'm going to run through why this week is going to be so mad. Okay. Now, today's Tuesday. As you guys know, we've got CPI about to kick off within the next couple of minutes. And then if we fast forward, Wednesday isn't going to be a light day either. We've got core PPI, we've got PPI, and we've got FOMC tomorrow evening. So it's going to be a manic Wednesday. In fact, any trades happening at the moment, it's going to be really difficult to manage your trades at the moment. You take a trade, it can go against you really quickly and then drop the target, or it could stop you out and then drop the target. CPI is one of those type of events, and we're going to go to the charts in a moment too. Hopefully, we'll get a good 20 minutes to work on the charts before we get CPI. And we got TradingView Pro back as well now, so we can have the 4 charts up. We can have BTC, we can have the S&P, even though they're decorrelated right now. They're not really coupled. But we can have them all up. We can have gold. We can have an altcoin as well if you guys want to. Let me know what altcoin you guys want to. Keep the language good in the chat. Respect the mods. And let's kick it off. So Wednesday, we've got FOMC. Thursday, it continues on. Yep, here we go. Here we've got the core retail sales. Unemployment claims. That's going to be big for Thursday. We've got the European Central Bank press conference. Now, a lot of people have been sidelining the ECB, thinking that, it's all focused on what the dollar's doing, when in reality, the ECB, if they continue to rate hikes as well, it's going to have an impact on the pound and the dollar. The pound and the euro, sorry, it's going to have an impact. Then on Friday, it's a little bit less of an issue on Friday, but we do have an FOMC member speaking, so watch out for that. It is going to be a very, very busy week. So that's why we didn't go live yesterday. I thought, let's wait for Monday's range to unfold. And then once Monday's range unfolds, we can see what's up. Now let's move over to Bitcoin really quickly. My chart is a little bit messy. You don't need to worry too much about this channel. I've just marked this channel out on my phone. Just because it's the channel that I can see price being trapped in. So I'm seeing 2 points. I'm seeing 2 wonky areas here. I'm seeing the range high here, and then I'm seeing the lows of the channel here. But we don't need to pay too much attention to that. We'll pay attention if it starts coming. All right. So I'll remove these for now. And over here, right over here in the middle of the screen, I believe this was Monday, the 5th of June. So last week we had Monday's range, and it was a very big Monday's range. As you can see here, 5th of June, price, the high of the price was 27,130. The low of the price was 25,300. Now, very, very big Monday's range. So given that we've had a week of price action since then, I can see that price is being capped by this Monday's range. Okay. Now, if we start zooming in, we can see that it's pretty much paid respects to that Monday's range. Now, I can see the bullish scenario here. I can see it. I can see the breakout. I can see this little trend line breakout here. I see it. I'm not ignoring it. I went short yesterday, and I went short in the Telegram. Now, in the Telegram, we have been on a win streak at the moment. We've had a 6-for-6 win streak. And yesterday, I said to myself, look, we're not going to follow the standard rules because the pullback doesn't seem to want to come. It looks like it's beginning to trend. And I said to myself, look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a short just so I can have exposure. And I'm going to risk the 1R. Now, where did I take the short? Let's have a look at where I took the short, and let's see if we're going to get stopped out live on stream. We're going to go back to Bitcoin, all right? I took the short here. This pink area here, let me see if I can highlight that for you guys. I took the short in this area here. And I said, you know what? I want exposure. If I have some exposure and we do get that drop and I can't manage it over Asia because I'm streaming today, then we'll see what happens. What's price done? Price has come all the way up like this. Now, where's my stop loss? My stop loss is above 6-1 here. So maybe I'll get stopped out on stream. Who knows? Sometimes you need to get stopped. If you have to get stopped, you have to get stopped. It's okay. It's okay. You lose a bit of money, but you win a bit of money. It happens, all right? It happens. You can't let it affect your emotions too much. You have the good trades, you have the bad trades. It's not an issue. Now, I haven't cut the trade yet. It is looking very bullish. I haven't cut the trade yet. We'll go back to that shortly. Let's go over to Bitcoin and see what Bitcoin is fully doing. Let's give our plans for Bitcoin, and then we'll see what the next step is. So for Bitcoin, for me, I'm seeing Bitcoin here at the mid-range. Okay, it's at this mid-range. It's got very, very clear support and resistance. You can see what's going on here. You can see this mid-range was capping the market to the upside for so long. If I just highlight this for you here, this mid-range here, we had a lot of support here. Now, we've come back to the range lows. We've kept clean lows. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but we've kept clean lows here. Okay? And now, as we're going right into CPI, we are getting a push right into the mid-range. So I'm expecting something like that. Is it going to happen with the current price action? Difficult to say. I'm happy to be wrong. I knew what I was risking. I did not go all in. There are a few comments on Twitter that say, "What, are you going all in?" But I'm not. I'm risking what I can afford to lose. If I was to win, I'd feel the exact same way as if I lose. I don't feel that happy spark in my emotions when I win because I'm not risking as much as I could be risking. All right? Similarly, when you lose, you get annoyed because you've got it wrong, but you're okay. Ultimately, you're okay. Now, again, we're at mid-range. So what's the plan now? What's the plan going into CPI? Can we take a trade now? Not really. Not really, because we are 20 minutes away. Now, what I'm thinking is anything above this blue line here is a short. It is. But the conservative play would be let it do whatever it wants to do up here. I'm sounding a little bit like SC now. But he's the mentor. He's the mentor. Let it do whatever it wants to do up here. Okay? Let it stop out people like myself. Whoever wants to get stopped out. The moment it gets back below the mid-range, you've got your deviation and you can start pushing back here. And then you've got this stupid trend line that doesn't even count right here. Okay? Trader SC's in the chat. Hello, mentor. Good to see you, bro. Thank you for helping me out earlier on. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, let's get the likes up. Appreciate you, SC. Appreciate you. We need to get you on the show ASAP, man. Need to get you. I know you've been super busy, but it would be awesome if you could get on the show soon. It'll be a really good treat for all of us, including myself. So that's my plan going into CPI. As you guys already know, I'm already in a small position. Well, not in a small position. I'm in a 1R position. I took a short on Inge. It isn't looking good at the moment, but that's fine. That's fine. When you win 6 times in a row, the 7th time doesn't necessarily mean you need to get lucky. I could get stopped out 6 times in a row now. That's trading. Every single trade that you take, it will have a different setup, okay? And a different scenario and a different... there'll be different key points as to why you took it and different key points as to why you need to cut it. Every single trade is different. There's no fine blueprint. So yeah, I see a lot of comments coming in. Keep the comments coming in. SC says he'll be on soon. Garzan says mental or mentor? Mentor, bro. Mentor. This guy is leagues above all of us. And he gives all of it to us for free. But we're not going to make the stream about that. I'll rant about that the other day. Get your comments in. Let's see what some of you guys are saying, because we know what we want for Bitcoin. That could unfold potentially on the stream. So we are going to keep an eye on that. Going over to ETH as well. If we take a quick look at ETH, I don't imagine there's going to be much different. Bear with me. So with ETH, we're seeing significantly less movement. We're seeing significantly less movement on ETH. There's not really much going on here. It's trapped in this very, very similar range to Bitcoin, but at the same time, it's in no man's land. Okay. Now, I marked out support here for ETH coming in at around 1710-ish. We traded a lot of this. If you're following on the Telegram, a lot of this is where a lot of the wins came from. Okay, we had a nice big trending move here. We had confluence from a lot of people. Up here is where I said I wanted to get even heavier on the shorts if I could, but it didn't come. We still managed the shorts to the downside. So if you're not following the Telegram, look, the link is in the description below. It's the first link. You don't have to join it, but it's free and I post a lot of my stuff there. So if you want to join, definitely join. If you're not subscribed to the channel, there's over 200 of you here. I would highly advise you join because we've got a very busy week coming up. There's a lot of opinions flying around. The market will ultimately do whatever it wants to do. But being a crypto person, you're entitled to your own opinion. So am I. And it's good to see who gets it right and who gets it wrong. So subscribe to the channel and let me know your opinion. For example, I want to know now. I'm going to drop a poll in the chat right now, and I want you guys to get involved in this, okay? Let's get a poll going. I want to know what you guys think for CPI. Bitcoin bullish, Bitcoin bearish. Let me get this poll going up, and we will crack on. We'll crack on. Bear with. So go here, and then poll. All right. CPI vs Bitcoin. Bullish, bearish. That poll is now live. Get your thoughts in. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Are we going up? Are we going down? One thing I will say, because there's so much to touch on today, but because CPI is right around the corner, it's becoming really messy. It's really difficult for me to give you all of my thoughts in one pot. I would say something. I am bearish on the market short term. I am short term bearish on the market. And I find it weird how when the market dumps, everybody seems to get on board with the concept of, yeah, we're short because of the reasons as follows. Binance is being sued by the SEC. Okay, it's just Binance US, not a problem. That's a small portion of the volume. Price starts dumping. Everybody says, well, you know what? I do kind of understand now. You know, we've got the exchanges that are getting put under scrutiny. We've got CPI. We've got FOMC with the rate hikes coming in every other month. Every time you think they're going to pause, they give you another rate hike. People start getting on board. We have a 1, 2, 3% move and everybody gets bullish again. And I don't quite understand how that works. I never even used to be like that at my worst in the game. I never used to flip bias that much. You know, I understand if you're trading level to level. For example, this marked out, this that I've got marked out here. If this plan follows, it's a day trade plan. It's not a macro plan. So if it was to deviate this mid range here, gets back below, and then you short it, for example, right? If it does drop to target, then you're out of the trade. It's not Bitcoin is going to 11K, Bitcoin's going to 10K. You're out of the trade. Wait for the next setup. Now, we do need to talk about the other side of this equation, okay? So I hope you guys have this print screened or whatever. Take a screenshot. We'll come back to it. We're going to be on live for it anyway. Let's remove this. There is another scenario. Now, it pains me to say this, but when you see this cascading staircase that we have here, you do tend to get a nice spike. It does something like this, shake everybody out, and then it does that. Okay, that would be your deviation right there. This would be your entry around here, and your target would be these clean highs here. Okay, sorry for the ugly drawing. Now, I don't like that scenario. I'm not taking it. I'd rather get stopped out on my short and I'll be patient. It doesn't really bother me that much. I'm bearish, therefore I'm going to be looking for shorts. If price wants to come even up here, if price wants to come up here to 28K, I'll be patient and I'll be looking for the shorts, because when it comes to the longs, right now, any sneeze in the macro and it dumps. Any sneeze, okay? One thing I want to tell you guys right before we go into CPI is this, and pay attention. A lot of you guys won't know this, okay? You've got Binance. Binance is an entity, okay? And I know you see Binance in the headline as well somewhere there. Is it in the headline? It should be. Will inflation send? No, okay, it's not in the headlines, but that's okay. You got Binance. Now, Binance is one entity as a whole. When you think of Binance, you think to yourself, yeah, I trade on Binance. I buy altcoins on Binance. I leverage trade on Binance. Binance is where I want my favorite altcoin to get listed. You've got Binance US, you've got Binance International. Now, somebody says, NJ, what's the difference between the two? What's the big deal? Because you see, I went to this weekend concert on the weekend, no pun intended, and there were a lot of people there who were saying, when it comes to Bitcoin and Binance had all this negative news that came out towards it, and the market didn't dump. Binance had all this news towards it, and Bitcoin is still at 26k. It's unbelievable. This is a new paradigm. It's a new bull market. I call bullshit. Pardon my language, pardon my French, but I call absolute bullshit. Okay? With Binance, there's Binance US and there's Binance International. These are two separate entities working under the same name, but they are separate entities. They can have the same CEO. They can, but they are separate. All right? Now, with Binance US, you guys will know it's very easy to get the data online. It doesn't really have as much volume as Binance International. I wouldn't even say 5% of the volume of Binance International. Okay? I hope you're all with me. I'm going somewhere with this. I promise you I am. Now, when it comes to Binance International, if that's the big player, if that's the one where all the altcoins are doing what we're buying all our spot bags there, we're keeping all our money on that exchange. What happens if the SEC says we are suing Binance US? We want to seize assets on Binance US. We want to cease and desist Binance US. That's bearish. And then they say, we have found a trail of money leading from Binance International over to Binance US. Now, Binance comes out and says, yo, I understand that you're seeing money coming from Binance International to Binance US, but we can confirm that this has nothing to do with securities of altcoins, etc., etc. The SEC turns around and says, look, no problem. We're going to allow it. But what we want you to do is we want you to prove every single transaction on this Binance International to Binance US list of transactions that we've got. Now, give me your honest thoughts. If Binance International get targeted by the SEC, do you think that Bitcoin is going to be bullish? I personally don't. I personally think that we are going to dump anyway, regardless of the news. But at the very same time, this type of news should accelerate us. Okay? Now I can see, if we zoom in here, I can see it's pushing up. I can see. We have to be patient. I wonder what Bitcoin dominance is doing. Let's have a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. Let's see what the poll is saying. How many votes have we got? Smash a vote on the interesting results. We're getting some interesting results. I'm liking it. All right. Keep the votes coming in. Let's see. We have got 121 votes and there are over 200 people here. Let's get 50 more votes in, all right? 50 more votes. That should be fine. We should get a decent idea of what the community thinks, all right? And this is your community, so feel free to drop your opinion. Feel free to say what you got to say. It's all respected here. You have a voice here, all right? And we've got 88 likes on the stream, over 200 people here. Can we get to 100 likes? It helps with the algorithms. I appreciate all of you, and do remember to smash a subscribe on the channel as well. Bottom right hand corner, it's really quick to do, very easy to do. We'll be going live tomorrow as well to have some more detailed charts and some more detailed analysis. But obviously today, CPI is around the corner. It's going to mess up our trades. It's going to mess up the system. It's messing up the stream. It doesn't help anybody, all right? It doesn't help anybody. The gamblers are getting super excited right now. They want to trade. They really, really want to trade. And everybody's going to get stopped out, unfortunately, all right? Now, is that Gary in the SEC, yeah? Have we got Gary from the SEC in the chat? Where is he? Where have you gone, mate? Where have you gone? There we go. Hello, mate. You right? It's probably not the real Gary. If it is, look, come on the stream. Come on, you're invited. You're a little bit invited to the NJ stream, a little bit, just a little bit. All right. I don't want to upset the community, but come and join. Let's have a look at the poll. Have we got more votes coming in on the poll? All right, we've got more votes coming in on the poll. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. 160 votes on the poll. I'm very keen to see what the final result is. 162. Let's get a little bit more and we'll see what's up. All right. At the very same time, it's keen to see how many people are going long here and how many people are going short here, because you're voting, but I know a lot of the people in the chat here are traders. So I know that you guys are putting money where your mouth is. So let's go back over to the charts. Now, another thing that we do need to pay attention to as well, which is important, is the decoupling of the S&P. Now, the S&P has been on an absolute monstrous tear. Now, the reason you're not seeing a lot of data here is because this is the new June contract. ES1 follows the CME contracts, and any contracts that are expired immediately gets removed from trading view. So this is the latest contract for the ES. Now think about it. From the 1st of June, look what the ES has done. Absolutely phenomenal. If we take the absolute liquid ES, hold on, I think we can find it here. Is it this one? Yep. Look at this. This looks insane. Now, am I bullish or bearish on ES? I'm bearish. I'm bearish. Slap myself. I know. I don't want to slap myself on stream. And I know many of you are disappointed, but I'm bearish. All the stuff I'm reading and all the stuff I'm seeing and all the stuff I'm studying, I'm bearish. I don't know what to tell you. But the tech stocks keep rocketing. The ES keeps rocketing. Luckily, I only trade crypto most of the time. Nearly all of the time, I really only trade crypto. So luckily, crypto is moving like a commodity, and thus my bias is all right on crypto. But I don't see crypto snapping back up with the ES. This ES chart here, I think, is a trap. I think it's a big trap, and I think it's trying to get everybody in, and I think it's going to swipe everybody in one go. I think we'll get a 200-300 handle day. All right. It's better to let people like SC and stuff handle that. SC and XO will handle that. All right. That's big boy territory. Wi-Fi Alpha is very good as well at the ES. I'm not going to trade this personally, because if I was trading this with my, well, Gary's still commenting. Gary, keep commenting. Keep commenting. We'll keep your comments coming up on the screen for everybody here. Very detailed, intricate responses we're getting from you. So so that's the ES. There's not really much to talk about in terms of what I think in the ES, but more so just that Bitcoin has decoupled from it. So if I put Bitcoin here, oh gosh, I am sorry. There we go. So you can see around this area here, we started seeing the ES pushing this way, pushing upwards, and Bitcoin's pushing down. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. It gives you a sign as to what's going on with Bitcoin, but we are 4 minutes away from CPI. Let's see what's going to happen. Smash a like on the video if you want CPI to work out in your favor, and make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you want CPI to work into your favor. I am hoping it works into my favor, just because I haven't been stopped out in a good while. I don't want to get stopped out. It's been over a month since I've got stopped out. I just don't want to get stopped out. But it's cool. We are traders. We must adapt. Okay? We must adapt. Getting stopped out, it might not be the first. It might be the first of the next 10 where I get stopped out. And that's an educational thing for crypto. Let's see what happens. Another thing that I'm hoping for here, if we don't get that mid-range touch, if this spike that we got right here was the deviation for the mid-range, we also can do this. We can let it come down here. We can do this, and then we can push down. All right, here will be the entry. It's a risky entry. There would be your stop. Very risky once again. And then you'd have your targets there. And then there, I'd trim most off around this area here. And then I'd probably leave the rest for here. Right, let's see what the poll has said. I want to see what the poll has said. We have got 185 votes. I'm going to end the poll now. We have got 55% of you bearish and 44% of you bullish. You are all very, very brave. Okay, I've gone short. I'm about to get stopped out. You guys are bearish. You're all leaning bearish. The price of Bitcoin is pushing up. You guys are all brave. You're all brave. You're all brave. Let's get some other charts up as well. So we're going to put the SPX up here as well, even though there's no correlation. We'll do this. Let's see if we can get 4. 4 is good. Let's do 4. Where's 4? Here's 2. Oh, here's 4 right here. There we go. So we're going to have Bitcoin here like this. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. Let me remove this. We've got just over a minute to go. Just over a minute. I'm rushing. Okay, so there's Bitcoin there. We're going to put the dollar here. Okay, we'll put the 1 minute time frame for Bitcoin. We'll put the 1 minute time frame for the dollar. We'll put the 1 minute time frame for the S&P. And then do you know what we'll do? We'll put injective. Who wants to see NJ get stopped out? Okay, my entry was at 570 for injective. It's at 595 right now. My stop loss is 6.1. I haven't lost 1 hour in a while. Let's see what happens. Have you dropped a comment in the chat yet? I want to see bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. Get the chat coming up. Get the chat coming up. Let's see what you guys predict and let's see what actually happens, okay? Right. Who's rolling dice? Who is rolling dice right now? Who's rolling dice? If only we could have some music in the background or something right now, some scary kind of music like dum 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 dum. Hey Jay Armo, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Spiros, good to see you. David Cook, good to see you. We've got CPI in the next couple of seconds. Oh, here we go. We're getting some madness. We're getting some madness. Let's go. Skidamlan. Oh. Oh. Wait, don't get excited because this is what, yeah, you see, this is what it does. It starts going in one direction. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. All them scared him. Oh, nah, I'm not built for this. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. What? There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Have I been stopped out? No, I haven't been. Have I been stopped out? Oh, almost. Oh, oh my God. Look at the dollar. I didn't get stopped out. What kind of stupidness? Come on, man. At least. So you just want me to be stressed. You just want me to be stressed. You don't even want to put a man at rest. Look at the dollar. Oh my goodness. In that 1 minute, it doesn't even let me. My gosh. And Bitcoin and the S&P, wow. Well, it's funny because just as we were talking about correlation, it seems like Bitcoin is following the S&P now, isn't it? That was some crazy, crazy stuff. I didn't get stopped out just yet. Nope. 6.1, I think, is my stop. I think my stop is just above those highs. Interesting to see what it does. With CPI, it does tend to retrace. So look, don't rush the trades on CPI. Let's bring the full chart of Bitcoin back up and let's see what we can salvage from this. I do want to talk about the dollar as well, okay? I do want to talk about the dollar. We are going to go over to the dollar. So let's come out of the 1 minute chart and let's see here. So it followed the other plan. It did do that staircasing and it did push up. Now it will be interesting to see, okay? Not -1R yet. Not -1R yet. Hasn't been stopped out just yet. Almost there. It's almost there. Oh, there we go. Nope. Still haven't been stopped yet. I find that very weird, to be honest. I find that very weird. But look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, we'll catch the next one. It is what it is. Yep. All right, I've got stopped out. Yeah, I've got stopped out. All right, look, it's fine. We'll catch the. Oh my goodness! Thank God we got stopped out. Look at it go. Are you seeing Inge? Hold on. That's not correct. Hold on, that's not correct. Bear with me. There we go. Look at that. So look, it's better to not touch this for now. It's better to stay away from this for now. Now is not a very, very good time to trade this. Even if you had gone long, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's very, very volatile. Okay. You win some and you lose some. These highs have been taken now. We'll see what happens if it does start following the plan. Maybe if it can get back below here, if it can get back below around these areas here, something like this. Okay. If it does get back below here, maybe we can reattempt to short it. A stop loss would have to be up here, unfortunately, which again doesn't really give you that nice R to R, but it is what it is. All right. We've got to play what we're given. All right. So in terms of Bitcoin, I'm still waiting for this plan to unfold. We need to let CPI settle. It's not going to be so simple. If this plan unfolds, all right, all good. We'll see if we can catch it. I think I'll extend this as well, just up here. I'll extend this just like this. There we go. So just to give it some extra confluence as well, if we do get that round out and it does come down like this, then we've got even more confluence to fuel our shorts. Okay. Now, what did CPI come in at? Giles, thank you very much, Giles. It's good to see you. Show love to the mods. CPI, we got better than what was expected. Okay, we got better than what was expected. Now, the Fed are pushing for 2% CPI. They're pushing for 2% inflation. We're not at 2% yet. We are at 4%. That is double what the Fed want before we can talk about any money coming into the market. Okay, so I wouldn't be getting excited just yet. As expected, CPI has come, taken out all the stops. It'd be interesting to see if we nuke now. It is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. We'll follow the plan. We'll see what happens. There is not much else to report on the market, except I do want to touch on Dixie. Let me touch on Dixie, all right? Bear with, bear with. One thing I will say about Dixie is it does look bearish like this when you're looking at the 15-minute, but if you're looking at the H4 or the daily, sorry, let me remove this here like this. We are at support. I said, for those who remember, I think last week, I said a push down and then a push up. So if I move this line here like this is what I said. Now, this dotted blue line that you've got here, why is this blue line so prevalent for me? Blue line is prevalent for me because of this. I'll show you on the weekly. Are you bullish or bearish on the Dixie? When you zoom out, when you really, really zoom out, are you bullish or bearish? You know? So I don't want to overdo it yet with Dixie. I don't want to call for the bottom of the channel. We've gone from the range high. We've gone all the way to the mid range. I don't want to be aggressively shorting against the dollar right now. I don't want to do that. From here, we could bounce and push significantly higher, at least up to here, 105s, 106. So be very, very cautious and careful on the dollar. Going over to Ethereum, did it do anything? I know Bitcoin did a lot. Ethereum's back over the weekly open. Yeah. There's not much going on. Maybe if we got somewhere towards 1810, maybe I'd look for the next short somewhere here like this. Maybe something like that, 1810. And for Bitcoin, I guess if it follows the plan, great. If not, it looks like we're pushing for 26,700, 26,600. It's a very, very, very choppy chart. You see, when you look at a chart like this, guys, when you see a chart like this, very, very squeezed, very, very compressed, it's difficult to trade it. Okay. Yes, price has moved to the upside, but when you zoom out like this, what did CPI really do? You know, did it do anything of prevalence? Did it do anything of importance? Not really. And at the same time, with these two flat bodies, not two flat bodies, but with these two small bodies that I've got here, it wouldn't be surprised if it retraced all the way back down to the daily open. We'll see what happens. When you get stopped out or when price goes against you, the first thing that you need to do is you need to step back. Whether price retraces or whether price goes up or down or whatever, step back, mark out a new plan, say, look, this is what my plan is. This is how I'm going to go again. If you rush the trade, if you try and quickly rush in and just try to throw money at it, you'll lose money very, very quickly. I'll have a quick look at Solana and then I'm going to shoot. All right. Now with Solana, if we go from the monthly onwards, I can see the bullish argument here. I can see the bullish argument, all right? People are saying, well, Solana from here, we've tapped into this little order block here. Are we going to push up from here? You know, is the next monthly candle going to be something like this? Look, It very well could do. It very, very, very well could do. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I think Solana will go lower, in my opinion. I know that's very bearish, but I think it will go lower. I think it will tap into here. I know that's very bearish. I know I'm saying $2-3. I know some people are calling for $1, but I'm just saying, if you want to be super bullish, where's the liquidity? Liquidity is resting in two places. Liquidity is resting here. Liquidity is resting there. And liquidity is resting there. Okay? If we take out any of those lows, it's a long, but we haven't. We are retesting. I see the higher low. If we was to play the higher low, where would we play it to? It would be around here. So again, it's not really a macro sort of move, you know. It's just a trade. It's just a trade. So here, right here. So that's kind of how I'm seeing it. And if you go into the daily, you start refining it, it starts making a bit more sense. You know, it doesn't look clean to me. It doesn't. Even if we go into the H4 now, it looks heavy. It looks heavy. Now, again, I am going to be a buyer of Solana. I'm going to be a buyer of Injective, and I'm going to be a buyer of Rose, but not yet. Not yet. I'm going to wait for the market to confirm first. Okay. I think that over the course of the next few months, we are still going to see more downside. I think we still are going to see that. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, fine. Let's kick off the bull market. Let's have some serious fun. All right. But if I'm right, then it's good for us. We'll get an opportunity to buy lower prices. Okay. Well, look, I hope you guys enjoyed your CPI event. I'm sorry it was a short one, but there wasn't really much to discuss other than Bitcoin's plan, Ethereum's plan, talking about the decoupling between Bitcoin and the S&P. I gave you a little bit of a snippet on the Binance stuff. So watch out for that, because that could get really ugly this week. It could get really ugly. So watch out for that. Smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right. Cheers, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for the next stream. All right. Cheers. Or, well, Thursday. Thursday's when I'll see you. If I do come live tomorrow, it will be during FOMC. It won't be during the normal time that we do now. All right. PYR, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. I'll do it tomorrow. Cheers, everyone. Goodbye.